Good afternoon. My name is Melissa Sorol. I'm the Interim Senior Director of Corporate Communications and Marketing for CPS Energy. We thank you for joining us again for another Facebook Live session. It's been a couple of weeks and we wanted to keep this dialogue going. In particular, now that we are in almost July tomorrow, the middle of summer, and we know we have valuable energy tips for you today to help save energy and then of course save money. With us today, we are honored to have our President and CEO, Paula Gold-Williams. We have Deanna Hardwick. She's our VP of Customer Success. Welcome, Deanna, for your first time with us. And Jesse Hernandez is another familiar face. Some of you may know. He's our Director of Community Engagement. And we're also joined by our ASL interpreter, Eduardo Riveles. Thank you for joining us, Eduardo, for today. We are going to take this next 30 minutes to talk about some of our energy savings tips. We do have captions available so you can read along during the meeting. And then following the meeting, we're going to repost this event for rewatching on our YouTube channel in both English and Spanish. Para nuestros clientes que hablan español, vamos a publicar este video en nuestra página de YouTube con subtítulos en español. Also, as a reminder, links are going to be shared throughout the Facebook event our comments, and we're taking questions. We do have a customer energy advisor that is actively monitoring, and then we'll answer any questions that we get as time allows as well. I want to kick it off with our President and CEO, Paula Gold-Williams. Paula, thank you again for joining us. If you could brief our guests.
Okay. Very much, Melissa. It's my pleasure to be with you again. We are, we talk about the term social distance. I think the concept that we're really trying to work here is that we are physically distant, but we are socially connected. And we are trying our best to use technology in our personal lives, but also more in our professional lives. So I really wasn't very familiar with doing Facebook Live sessions, but Melissa has definitely drilled into the importance, and it's been my pleasure to be able to do this several times. And we're going to keep it up. And so we're trying to focus on what we think is important. Our last session, we talked about health, and we talked about we had an expert in. It was a wonderful session. We're going to hope and see if we can get more of his time when he comes back. And today, though, here we are. It's getting hotter and hotter. And maybe it's been a little slow. The rain is coming. It's been moderate, but we know these temperatures are coming in. This is Texas, and we expect it to be hot. And as Melissa says, we want to share with you the programs and the suggestions and the information that you can utilize to not have to consume as much energy, which in turn will turn into savings for you in your pocket. And right now, both of those things are extremely important. I do want to indicate that we continually monitor what's happening, like all of you, and we see the challenges as we really want to get back to normal, like every. And we applaud the Mayor Nuremberg and Judge Wolf and Governor Abbott in this effort to bring our economy back, because the economy brings back the jobs and brings back the life that we knew in before. And so it's been a huge effort. But I think we also saw that this weekend, last week there was a surge. Over the last couple of weeks there has been a surge, and then over the weekend there was the advisory message out about trying to stay in and really focus on CPS Energy. We spend a tremendous amount of time studying that information and sharing it with our employees and talking about what it takes to be safe. Again, all I do is walk around with masks of one type or another. I'm going to tell you, I've got this mask here that looks like my Darth Vader mask. It's a little bit easier to breathe through, but we take this seriously. And I've got gloves that I walk around depending on where I have to go. And we talk constantly about the physical distance that we need to maintain. Just as a reminder, you know, we do have a discussion about, well, what is CPS Energy going to do? Are we assuming that we don't have to do some of these physically distant activities? And my comment is always that we were one of the first ones in to practice social distancing, and that has even evolved. I mean, at first we were doing fist bumps. We don't fist bump. We don't touch. Can't do elbow bumps. You don't do those things anymore in the abundance of caution. But we were early on trying to practice that, and we had hand sanitizer all over our meetings and all of things. So we were one of the first ones in. I'm going to tell you, we're gonna ride this out, and we're going to be one of the last ones out, and make sure that we are able to be that essential service you can count on to make sure that we can keep your services up and your power on and keeping you as comfortable as possible. To do that, we have to be very diligent every day and even into the weekends. And we have a lot of people who are not getting out as much as they'd like to, that they're staying in. We're telling them, be socially connected, use your technology, use your FaceTime and different things, call people, do that active reach out. But for right now, we are constantly talking, physically distancing each other, and we will continue to do that. We'll keep you apprised along the way, but I've talked to our employees, and we're going to have to keep talking to them. We don't see that we're necessarily rushing anything. We're going to do our best to support the mayor, the governor, our judge. They're doing the really good work to keep that communication up, and we're going to follow those practices. Ultimately, I guess the biggest thing I want to say is, we are going to give you tips today about what you can do to help save. We do want to make sure that the public knows that we have certain programs that provide bill assistance. We have a REAP program that can help you get credits on your bill, increase that bill. And just recently, the council and our board authorized us to put more money into the REAP fund from another that was a warm fund. It was really established to be there for when the temperature was cold, but ultimately both those programs were worked separately but for the benefit of the public. Now we're going to put those funds together, and we're going to be able to do more outreach, and we want you to know that those programs and those dollars are there, and we continue the city, because the city has funds for rent and different opportunities to help with energy bills. And so we have a residential program, there's an effort for businesses, all of those things are available, and we're trying to do what we can to get them to you. And ultimately what we want you to do is give us a call so we can share with you how to get to those funds, how to get on a payment plan, how to get late fees off of your account. All of those things, again, are designed to help you at the time when you need it most. And so more information to come. Jesse and Deanna are the real pros here in the start of the show. So I will go ahead and just tell you, thank you for letting me talk to you again. And we're going to be with you for the next, I guess, almost 20 minutes.
Yeah, thank you, Paula. And you brought up a good point about us staying connected and using this as a way to stay connected to our customers. And we do encourage everybody that is watching right now, if there are things you're going to learn today, please share that information with your friends and your family, as we know it's going to be very helpful for everyone. Deanna and Jesse and I, we're all part of our customer engagement team. And Deanna's group, we talk about our energy advisors. So those are the folks on the phone. And we know that they handle thousands of calls every day. And we've been doing something a little different for the last couple of weeks. We've actually been making calls to customers, and Paula referenced that. Deanna, if you could take us, give us a little bit more background about those efforts and how we're reaching out to help customers.
Absolutely. Thank you, Melissa. So many of you have heard in the past Paula talk about, especially now during COVID, we are here to power through this time with our customers and with our community. And one way we are doing this is with this new outreach campaign. So our talented team members within customer engagement are calling customers, and we're trying to share information on the energy savings programs that we have. We're also providing details about the different billing and payment plan options that Paula mentioned just a moment ago. And we also want to let customers know about the different assistance programs that are out there, not just within CPS Energy, but across our community. There's ways to get assistance on your energy bills, but also on your rent and other utilities, like Paula just mentioned as well. And we care so much about being a part of this community and want to make sure that you have all the information possible so you know what options there are and support that is available out there to fit your unique situation. Everybody's situation right now is so difficult and so unique, and there's just a lot of options, and we want to make sure that we share that as best as we can. So you can also go onto cpsenergy.com and log in to manage my account. By doing that, you can sign up for some of the different billing arrangements or payment options that we have. But you can also log into a section called My Energy Portal. And this is a portal that we've had for a while, and we just updated it over the last month. And so historically, you can go in and be able to see what your usage is. But on top of that, now you can see what your 5 highest days of usage have been for the past month. And by monitoring your usage, you'll be able to see and identify what activities may be driving those peak times and see if there's different ways to save. You can also use the home energy assessment within the My Energy portal. This will help you identify information specific to your usage as well as different ways that you can save. But on top of that, there's just some basic usage or some basic tips out there that we thought we could share with you. And one of them is using a programmable thermostat. Now, we do have rebates available for energy savings thermostats, but the programmable thermostat just allows you to set your thermostat at different temperatures throughout the day. We know more people are staying home, but if you do have to go out, it allows you to set the temperature for a little bit higher so it's not running as much whenever you're not at home. But when you are at home, you want to do things like check to make sure that your air conditioner is set to auto and not fan. A lot of times people don't realize that their air conditioner is set to fan and it's running all day and all night, rather just when it needs to run in order to cool the house. And we want you to remember that during summertime, temps and humidity is higher, so your air conditioner does have to work harder in order to cool you off. So it may be helpful to raise the temperature on your thermostat by just a couple of degrees during the summer, and this should help offset the additional usage of your air conditioner even just a little bit. Another quick tip that you can use for your air conditioner is to make sure that you change or you check your air filter every month. If it is getting dirty, you should replace it, and that'll make sure that your air conditioner is running as optimal as possible and not having to run even harder to cool down your home. And another appliance that does use a lot of usage or a lot of electricity is your water heater. Even if it's gas powered, it does use a lot more power. So there's just a couple tips that you can use for your water heater. If you go and check the setting, for our area, the optimal setting is 120 degrees. So if you just adjust that, it should help lower some of the usage. And also, if you flush it annually, that'll also make sure that it is running more optimally for you. And we know that right now, especially these times, there is a lot going on. So these are just a couple of the tips that we have out there. You can go to our website. But like we said earlier, we're reaching out to customers, and we want to take the stress out of dealing with your electricity bill, knowing that there's so many other things that you have to deal with. If you have any questions about your bill, you can go to our website for information on what each of the sections are and kind of what it represents, or you can just call us. Our energy advisors are skilled, and they're ready to help you. Our phone number is 210-353-2222. And we're here to answer any questions that you may have, as well as help find ways for you to save. We'll help sign you up for programs and see what other assistance options that we have, again, to help fit your unique needs. Wow. Thank you for your time, Melissa.
Yeah, no, thank you, Deanna. And I know we have about 100 people that are taking calls at all times of the day. Can you tell us a little bit, what has the reaction been to the outbound calls? What are energy advisors hearing from those efforts?
Absolutely. So we've selected a set of energy advisors to make the outbound calls and still make sure that we have other energy advisors available to take our inbound calls. And for the individuals and our team members that are making calls, they are so excited. every time they get to connect with a customer, they get to hear each customer's unique situation, and you know, they are just helpful and grateful that we're able to provide this assistance. You know, we make sure right off the bat that we tell customers that we're not going to ask for any personal banking information, right? We know that there's scammers out there trying to take advantage of our community, and so we want to let you know that that's not us. We're not trying to get any personal banking information, and it's not a collections call. It's just a way to say, hey, there's different options. And customers have continued to tell us that they really do appreciate the phone call and being able to set up the different assistance and payment plans that we have. And our energy advisors, they're just so passionate about helping our community. And they say this is truly what it means to be part of the community and show what a purpose is for that.
That's great. I know they do a really wonderful job, and you've got a great team answering the phones and helping customers every day. So again, we do encourage everybody to give them a call. Jesse, as one of his many hats he wears, he runs our crew team, our customer response unit that is used to being out in the field and out meeting with customers face to face, and we've had to adjust a little bit of how we do that, right? How we interact with customers in person. And Jesse, if you can give us an overview and the latest of what your team is doing to help customers. And then I think you're also going to recap some of our work in Spanish for our Spanish language guests.
Yeah, Melissa, thanks so much for the time, and thank you for that. Just real quick, I do want to recap for our customers that may be listening in Spanish what our President CEO, Paula Goldwyn, spoke about in Diana as well. Para nuestros clientes que están escuchando en español, quería hacer un resumen sobre lo que habló nuestra presidenta y CEO, Paula Goldwyn. Ella habló sobre el distanciamiento social que estamos teniendo ahorita. Seguimos físicamente distantes, pero seguimos conectados socialmente. Pero quería asegurarles que continuamente estamos monitoreando el esfuerzo de cómo vamos a poder empezar la economía. Sabemos que los casos de COVID siguen aumentando, pero eso es importante seguir el distanciamiento social, y también traer que es importante que todos traigan sus máscaras. Ella nos mostró varias de las máscaras que ella usa, guantes si es necesario, y frecuentemente hablar con otros, pero con el distanciamiento social. Y también habló sobre que el equipo de CPS Energy fuimos los primeros en practicar el distanciamiento social meses atrás, y también fuimos uno de los primeros en trabajar de casa, y también seremos uno de los últimos en regresar a la oficina para asegurar que nuestro equipo siga trabajando seguro, pero también muy importante es para que todos nuestros clientes puedan seguir con la energía en sus casas, que siga funcionando. Haremos lo mejor posible para hacer las prácticas recomendadas por el gobierno, y por eso todo es muy importante que sigamos estas recomendaciones. También Paula habló sobre esta semana que pasó, el Concilio de San Antonio hizo una transferencia de $7.5 millones de un proyecto que se llamaba Project One, y ese dinero se transfirió a la asociación REIT, que es para ayudar a clientes con dificultad de pagar su recibo de CPS Energy. Y ese dinero ahora está disponible para nuestros clientes que necesiten un poquito más de ayuda para poder pagar su recibo de CPS Energy. Diana también habló sobre nuestros equipos de servicio al cliente que están haciendo llamadas. Típicamente nosotros recibimos las llamadas, pero CPS Energy cambió sus métodos y ahora estamos haciendo llamadas donde nosotros llamamos a los clientes para tener un diálogo con ellos, para hablar sobre los programas que tenemos disponibles de asistencia. Nuestros asesores de energía están proporcionando información sobre otros programas de asistencia útiles en la comunidad. Sabemos que la ciudad y el condado tienen muchos programas disponibles. Habló sobre Manage My Account, o el portal de administrar mi cuenta. Este es nuestro portal para pagar facturas, pero también hay muchas cosas que podemos hacer ahí. Puede registrarse para recibir alertas de CPS Energy. Ahí se registra, y también tiene acceso a una porción que se llama My Energy Portal, o mi portal de energía. Ahí puede ver su consumo de energía mensualmente con su factura, También pueden poner alertas de su factura para si es muy alta. Puede comparar su eficiencia energética con sus vecinos para ver cómo está haciendo. Y también tiene mucho acceso a consejos, más de 150 consejos sobre cómo puede ahorrar energía. También puede configurar su propio plan de ahorro de energía personal y puede comparar su consumo de energía mensualmente y ver las mejoras que ha hecho, si están funcionando o no, y qué está causando el aumento en su factura. También hablo sobre unos puntos que pueden hacer en la casa para ahorrar energía. Hablamos sobre el termostato programable que puede comprar que le puede proveer CPS Energy. Ahí lo puede ajustar a una temperatura más alta cuando está fuera de la casa para que no se esté gastando la energía. Y luego al regresar la puede poner en una temperatura más cómoda. También es importante revisar su filtro de aire acondicionado cada mes y revisarlo y cambiarlo cuando está muy sucio, porque cuando está sucio está trabajando mucho más fuerte el aire acondicionado. Y establecer la misma temperatura durante todo el día no significa que la factura va a ser igual. Pero por eso todo lo que afecta la factura de electricidad es la temperatura que está afuera de la casa, no solamente dentro de la casa. También explico un poco sobre cómo puede leer su factura, pero queremos hacerles saber que todo nuestro equipo está disponible. Nos pueden llamar al 210-353-2222 y nuestro equipo está ahí disponible y también hablan español para que puedan, si quieren más tips de cómo ahorrar energía o tienen alguna pregunta sobre su factura, cualquier cosa que necesiten, nos pueden llamar o pueden ir también a cpsenergy.com y ahí pueden encontrar toda la información de los programas que estamos hablando hoy. So now I'm going to be talking about our assistance programs in a little bit more detail. CPS Energy offers a variety of programs to our customers, and we have all this information available for our customers at cpsenergy.com/assistance. There they can find the variety of programs, but the first one that I want to highlight, Paula briefly mentioned it in her comments, is our Residential Energy Assistance Partnership, or REAP. This is a partnership with the City of San Antonio and Berg County, where CPS Energy contributes $1 million or more annually to our REAP fund, and it's for our customers who may be having a little bit of difficulty in paying their energy bill. Through this partnership, they're able to contribute up to 2 times annually for a total pledge of up to $400 to that energy bill if they qualify. So you can definitely get more on that webpage that I mentioned, cpsenergy.com/assistance, that we're also showing on the screen. Our next program is our Affordability Discount Program. This program is also for customers that may qualify, where we offer a discount for gas and electric of up to $12.30 on a monthly basis for those customers that qualify. We also offer our budget payment plan, where customers can pay the same amount every month, where your energy charges are averaged once a year to calculate your monthly payment. And this allows you to have consistency in your payment that you're making each and every month for budget purposes. We also have a variety of programs for our senior citizens that they may qualify if they need a little bit more time to pay for their CPS Energy bill. There's programs for that, or also for some of our customers that may be disabled and they're on a fixed income. There's programs available for them. The other thing we want to mention is in regards to payment arrangements. So we've talked multiple times on this platform about CPS Energy currently not disconnecting, but it's important that our customers call us to talk about payment arrangements, because one thing to note is although we're not currently disconnecting, the usage continues to mount. So we have a variety of programs that we want to make sure our customers know that there's a lot of assistance available to them if they're not able to pay that energy bill. But I think it all starts with us and the customers calling us so that we can talk about those options for them, and also, if possible, set up a payment plan for them. Or we can also have a great team that Melissa mentioned. We have our outreach team that is out making these calls, so we can also help them guide our customers on how to set up the payment arrangements that they might need, or also where to seek that assistance that's available through the city and the county. En español, hablé sobre nuestros programas de asistencia. En cpsenergy.com/asistencia Ahí pueden encontrar mucha información sobre los programas que tiene CPS Energy disponible para nuestros clientes que necesiten un poquito más de ayuda para pagar su factura de CPS Energy. Hablé sobre nuestro programa de REAP, que es el programa de asistencia de energía residencial. Es una asociación entre CPS Energy y la ciudad de San Antonio y el condado de Bexar, donde contribuimos dinero para que nuestros clientes que califiquen pueden aplicar para recibir hasta $400 en asistencia a base de este programa para su factura de CPS Energy. También tenemos nuestro programa de descuento asequible, que ofrece un descuento de hasta $12.30 mensualmente para clientes que califiquen para sus gastos de gas y electricidad. También tenemos un programa de plan de pagos de promedio, donde cada mes los clientes que apliquen para este programa pueden pagar la cantidad exacta, igual exacta cada mes, para que tengan estabilidad en su pago mensualmente de CPS Energy. Programas para ciudadanos con discapacidad. Tenemos varias opciones para nuestros clientes para que puedan aplicar si es necesario, si necesitan unos días más para pagar su factura de CPS Energy. Uno de los programas ofrece otros 10 días más y no tenemos pagos retrasados. También es importante que nuestros clientes nos llamen. Pueden llamarnos al 210-353-2222. Ahí podemos hablarles sobre arreglos de pagos, otras cosas que tenemos disponibles para que nuestros clientes puedan saber la diferente asistencia que está disponible, no solamente de parte de CPS Energy, pero también a través de la ciudad de San Antonio y el condado de Bexar. Hay mucha asistencia disponible, sabemos que las facturas siguen aumentando y es importante que nos llamen para establecer un arreglo de pago y que nos paguen un poquito si pueden, y si no pueden, también llámenos porque podemos dirigirlos a donde está la información disponible para que califiquen para la asistencia que está muy disponible en la comunidad.
Thank you, Jesse.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sorry, I also want to talk a little bit about the scammers. Deanna briefly touched about our scammers. Just a quick plug for scammers. We want to make sure that our customers know the difference between a call from our energy advisors that we're currently making the outbound calls, but also from our imposters and scammers. We know that, unfortunately, there's many imposters or scammers out in the community trying to cheat our customers. But know that CPS Energy will never call to demand payment or threaten the same-day disconnection. Our energy advisors might call you to remind our customers of a past due balance that could lead to a service disconnection when that process starts back up again later this year. But we're never going to ask our customers, as Deanna mentioned, for personal banking information, credit card information. And we always encourage our customers to go to our website or to call us to get the authorized payment numbers to make sure they're making the payment directly to CPS Energy. And we're never going to transfer a call to a representative to take a payment for us. We're not going to do that over the telephone. And lastly, this one's a big one. We're never going to ask our customers to make a payment with a gift card or money card or prepaid credit card. That's one of the big tells for these scammers. And that's something that CPS Energy will never do, is ask you to provide a credit card number or a gift card or prepaid credit card information for that. We encourage our customers to go to cpsenergy.com/scammers for more information. En español, queremos hablar sobre los estafadores. Ahorita, con la situación que estamos pasando, los estafadores están trabajando muy duro para estafar a nuestros clientes, pero es importante que sepan que nunca va a llamar para exigir el pago o amenazar con desconexión ese mismo día. Y tampoco nunca vamos a llamar para pedirles que hagan un pago con una tarjeta prepagada de crédito, una tarjeta de regalo. Eso no lo hacemos en CPS Energy. Invitamos a nuestros clientes que quieren hacer un pago, que se metan a nuestra página de web o que nos llamen para que reciban el número de teléfono autorizado, que es el único número de teléfono disponible para que puedan hacer pagos, o que los pueden hacer en línea también en cpsenergy.com. O también, si quieren más información sobre los estafadores, pueden ir a cpsenergy.com/fraude. Ahí pueden encontrar más tips sobre cómo prevenir esto. And the last thing, Melissa, that I'll talk about is just a plug. We're happy to say we've hosted through our outreach team our community fairs, our People First community fairs. And we love to be out in the community, but unfortunately, due to our current COVID situation, we're not able to do that. But we're still going to be engaging with the community, and I'm happy to say next Tuesday, July 7th, at 5 p.m., it's going to be our first People First community fair in District Number 2. So we encourage customers to be on the lookout. There's going to be more information shared for customers who may be interested to learn additional information to join us on Tuesday, July 7th at 5 p.m.
Yes, a lot more information to come on that. And I thank you for our guests today. We've shared a lot, and we'll be sure to post everything, including blogs and links to resources that you all can, we encourage you all to share. We just want to give a quick shout out to customer John Stegner, who posted that he loves his solar power. So thank you, Mr. Stegner, for being a valued customer. And Ms. Sweetie, dear, we saw that you asked a question that we will make sure that we can answer it for you as well. I wanted to close with Paula and give some closing thoughts for today.
We try to pack a ton into a short segment. I very much appreciate it. I think Jesse gets the heavy lifting to do the dual conversation. I like the fact that when we are doing the outbound calls to make sure that you know what the programs are, we are able to take those calls or make those calls to you in Spanish. And so very much, it's a beautiful language. Some of us are much talented. I try to fake it as much as I can, but I love the language. I'm really happy, and we're going to do more in the future relative to our Spanish capabilities. I very much want to thank Eduardo, because he probably has the heaviest job. He is using sign language, doing it in English, doing it in Spanish, and doing it well. And it was a great ad that we got some feedback on, so we could make sure that we can reach more people. All this, I want to very much thank you, the public. You are our loyal customers. We are motivated to the highest heights to do our best for you. You make the people first mantra the beacon to make sure that we are doing all we can to address what you need. As Deanna says, everybody has their own special story. We try our best to take all the little things that we do, combine them in a way that's helpful to you. The more you can let us help, the more we feel satisfied. And our energy advisors are so compassionate. They are loving the ability to call. They are not calling for payment and getting your bank information and demanding. That is not the phone call. They're not threatening to cut you off. What they are doing is asking how we can help. And they will walk you through portals. They will look up information. They will answer your questions. They will talk to you. And they will continue a conversation with you so that over time, for the summer period, you can get what you need. I want to end by thanking the City Council again for approving the warm transfer to REAP. I want to thank our board, our chair, Ron Steen, our vice, Dr. Mackey, trustees Gonzalez and Ed Kelly, trustee Kelly, and again, the mayor who sits on our board. They are here to support us to make sure that we are thinking of all the things that we can do in the community. We're thinking about policies. They work really hard, but they're beaking it as well as to make sure that we're serving everyone in our community. So thanks again. More information online, more information to come. We will follow up. We are following up with you. And please, thank you so much for being our customer and tuning in today.